Hello there, and welcome to the stream. Sorry, I just had a couple of problems trying to load up the last one before. The idea of this stream is that I'm going to be looking at signings that we've got coming up, potential signings, looking at people like Nabil Fekir, who I don't know if he's going to come, but we can still have a look at him. If anyone's got any ideas, please message me in the chat. I'm going to have a look and get some ideas as well on signings that you mentioned. I know there's this other guy that we've been linked with called Daddy Fekir. Sorry, Daddy something anyway, Daddy Simon. There's also a left back that we've been linked with as well, Alex Tellez. Starting off, I'm just going to transfer to Football Manager now. Look at the squad and see what we reckon to the people we've got in the squad at the moment. So really, probably the main areas that we'd be looking to strengthen, I think, would be centre back. Dejan Lovren, though, I've just watched him get a clean sheet against Argentina. Or say clean sheet. I missed the last few minutes, but it was a clean sheet when I was looking at 3-0 against Argentina. So he must have done well there against the likes of Lionel Messi. Other positions that we've been talked about improving, well, we've been linked with a left back who does look a very good player, but I'd hope that Robertson's going to keep his place for a start. Fabinho we've had just join. I would have thought that Wijnaldum might be the player to play alongside Naby Keita in centre midfield, and then up front we obviously know it's going to be Salah, Mane, and Firmino. So just looking at them on the pitch now. There we go. So we've got both Mane and Salah playing as inside forwards. I've got Firmino down as a deep lying forward. Keita pushing on box midfielder. Wijnaldum got him down as an attacking playmaker. Maybe if we bought someone like Fekir, they might play there. I think possibly Wijnaldum's going to be more central. So let me just bear me 1 second. I'm just going to get my stream up and see if anyone's in the chat. Okay, so if anyone's watching, it looks like there's a couple of people watching. If anyone's got anyone they'd like me to look at, then please mention them, and I shall have a look through. Starting off, I'm going to look at Fekir. Okay, so I did a little search looking at his attributes. He's got some really, really good attributes. Uh, Dribbling is obviously really good, and then you combine that with agility, acceleration, and pace. That means that this guy's going to be able to push through midfield. Um, I really hope we still get him. If they think he's not worth the price that they're suggesting, then maybe he's not. But there is mention of his injury history, and even in this game. So we could ignore possibly some of the most recent ones there from it during the game, but we've got damaged cruciate ligaments, damaged kneecap, and then this one I think has actually come during playing the game, pulled knee ligaments. So it does look like he clearly does have some kind of a problem there. Damaged cruciate ligaments is a really bad injury. They've got that as a major injury, out for 7 months. So I think we're probably right to be hesitant about him. So let's just get him scouted. Okay. So the other guy I've heard mentioned recently is Shaqiri. For me personally, I think he'd be a great addition. Again, we've got some really good attributes: dribbling, first touch, passing, long shots, flair, acceleration, agility, balance. I mean, this guy's definitely going to be able to do something. I think the main probably doubt is probably his natural fitness, pace. I think that's probably more of a 13 to 14 rather than a 14. So maybe he's going to join us, but I think he would be a good addition. Kills the ball, cuts inside from both wings. I mean, we've already seen in the World Cup that he does look like a player that could do something. So let's just go back. Actually, I mentioned some other areas on Fakir. Let's do a little search that we've got going on here. Okay. I think possibly I didn't save the search. Let's have a look. Okay, let's just start a new one. Okay, find similar players. So this will bring up a comparison. I mean, you do find similar players on this, and it comes up with some amazing players. I think I can also add in a couple of other little areas as well. Going to add in that he's going to be left foot. By the way, I've got an awful mouse at the moment, and so it's a bit dodgy. There we go, general. Okay, preferred foot. Because I think that Jurgen wants a left footer. We've been linked with other left footers. Shaqiri's left foot. Okay, so let's just bring some of these attributes down a little bit, maybe. Add a couple of others in. Okay, so he had acceleration, pace, flair. Okay, so according to this game, this is searching similar players who are left-footed with similar attributes, and I mean the options are definitely limited. I mean, if you look by the value, he's coming up as the fourth most valuable player in the world with those kind of attributes. We could take them down again, but I mean some of them are even below what he's got, like dribbling. He's got a 17. We've only got that as 15. Technique, I don't even think I put in. I mean, he's got a 17 technique. Just add technique in. 14 technique. I think we did actually already have it in, didn't we? Let's put another one in. Finishing 15. I mean, yeah, putting decent finishing, and you're linked with not many people here. This guy I did look at. I mean, he looks like an interesting player. Don't know a lot about him, but he does look to have similar attributes in the game at least. Anticipation is another attribute, in fact, which I don't even know if that was in 13. Okay, I mean, this guy does look good. And then you've got the likes of Messi. So, I mean, Messi's just ridiculous on this game. I mean, you don't see 20 ever, and he's got about 10 of them. 31. Hasn't really done it in the World Cup, has he? Unfortunately, I still have Ronaldo down as a better player, but a lot of people disagree. But I think part of his arrogance and everything, it just kind of adds to him, which I don't know, maybe that's unfair. But okay, so we got Carlos Vela here. He's way too old. He's not going to be joining us, and I don't think he's up to what we need. Um, the guy we've been linked with today was Insigne. He appears to have gone to Man City in the game. Okay, so he's right-footed. I thought he was left-footed. Got him down as a left winger. Right, that does mean it doesn't say right only, so I think he's gonna, yeah, he's gonna have a decent left foot. First touch, passing, technique, vision, flair. I mean, yeah, it definitely looks a good player, but apart from that, I mean that's an awful stat actually. There must be an identified weakness there with composure of 9, and he's 27, so I don't see that one happening personally. So Alex Telles gone to Man U in the game. Good crossing, tackling, technique. Those are decent for a left back. Work rate, off the ball. I mean, all of those mental attributes are solid. He's a good player, definitely. He had injuries? Not really. Yeah, he looks a good player. Let's compare him with Robertson. I'd say Robertson looks slightly better on this, but I mean he's definitely good nonetheless, and he's 25. He's older than Robertson. He has got maybe he's slightly quicker. I think that's probably the main thing I can see here. Apart from that, he doesn't necessarily look a better player, but he's slightly quicker. Good anticipation. He's aggressive. Good flair. That's a nice thing to have. Maybe he's going to be better at dribbling. I think dribbling 13 first touch. Yeah, I think he'd be a good addition, but 40 million or something. That sounds a lot of money, but we shall see. Okay, so who else have we been linked with? Black. I mean, he's the guy that I've wanted personally. Handling, kicking, one-on-ones, reflexes, rushing out, throwing, composure. I mean, that's a nice thing to see. Elite goalkeeper. Yeah, I mean, he would be a great signing. Allison, where is he? Thing I didn't like about Allison on this was passing and vision. I mean, those are like awful stats. I don't know if something's gone wrong with the game, but and first touch. I mean, those are terrible. I mean, all the other things are nice. They are good stats. He's obviously a good keeper. He's good at one-on-ones and shot stopping, I think, definitely. But those stats, I mean, they really put me off. They're like, that's what he reminded me of Mignolet when I saw him. Hi, mate. I've just seen someone in the chat. Don't know if you are still there, but if you are still there, please message and mention a player that you'd like me to have a look at. If you've got any ideas, that's Rob's123 in the chat. Okay, so yeah, I mean he definitely does look a good player, resilient. Let's see what his mental hidden attributes are like. Pressure, professionalism, sportsmanship. These are all out of 20. Temperament. I mean, yeah, this guy they've obviously got down as a good player. 6'3". Important matches. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I didn't think he seems to be worth the money they're talking about. But there's this other guy we've been linked with today, or last couple of days, Strakowska or something like that. Where's he from? He is. Yeah, he's at Lazio. He definitely looks a good player. Albanian. I mean, I always think as well it's quite good sometimes getting these players in that don't play for some of the big countries, because they're not going to be concentrating on their international ambitions so much. They're going to concentrate on their club football. So, and that does tend to happen more with goalkeepers. You get goalkeepers from some of the smaller countries. Um, yeah, I mean, remember, I mean, obviously, like someone like Bruce Grobbelaar is a good example. Back in the day, he wasn't going to be concentrating on Zimbabwe. Liverpool was his main thing, and yeah. So, I mean, this guy does look really good, actually. 6'4", good aerial reach, good handling, good one-on-ones, good reflexes, positioning, determination, anticipation, and those physical attributes are absolute beasts. To be honest, those are the kind of attributes you get from like a beast central midfielder in this game. Acceleration, I signed him up. 23. Yeah, I like the look of this guy actually. First time I looked at him in the game. Been busy fiddling around trying to set this stream up. Anticipation. I mean, yeah, this guy looks really good actually. Let's see what his hidden attributes are like. Adaptability, ambition, decent, pressure. I like this guy a lot actually. If Football Manager is real life, this guy's good. And it sounds like a lot better price as well. They're talking about like 20, 30 million or so, maybe. If anyone is in the chat or is watching, then please do suggest some players. Gonna have another little look and see who else we can come up with. Let's look at the squad, remind myself of these players again. Now, look, I'm going to have a little look on my phone quickly and just see who's coming up on news now today. Yeah, Emre Can. We don't want to know about Emre Can. There's been a few players they've talked about leaving today. One or two that I was a bit surprised by. Harry Wilson was the main one, in fact, I was surprised by. He does have nice attributes in this, but the main thing that is not good at all, basically, is he's got anticipation of 10. So again, that's like an identified weakness that somebody in Football Manager has given him all these other good attributes that he can basically do good things with the football, but he can't anticipate what's going on, which is kind of critical. And he's got poor stamina and poor strength. So those are a couple of things that will definitely be letting him down. Um, I mean, apart from that, he's definitely a good player. Determination, flair, vision. It's really just he doesn't seem to have the physical attributes and that anticipation. Uh, so maybe he's going to leave. They've got him as £10 million worth in here. I think we could get quite a bit. I'd say he's probably worth at least 8, I reckon. Sturridge, they've had set up to leave as well. I think that's probably going to be happening as well. Just too injured all the time. I mean, look at that for injuries. Okay, you can sort of ignore maybe one or two at the top there since the game started, but that's a lot of injuries. Major, major, major. Yeah, I think he's unfortunately going to be going. So let's just see what News Now is saying again. Football news. Oh, Grealish, I heard mentioned today. Apparently, we're competing with Spurs for Grealish. Never played with him much in the game. I mean, he reminds me of Wilshere in terms of his stats for some reason. Mainly just because he's good with the ball, good vision, flair, dribbling, but he's not got very good physical attributes according to this. And he's pretty slow. I mean, he wouldn't be a winger in our system as far as I'm concerned. He's just going to be much too slow. Maybe he'll play centrally. Yep, there's more talk. Certainly talk from a couple of papers here about Grealish, Birmingham Mail. You might have the finger on the pulse. Talk about Gruich again going to Cardiff. I think he looks good on this, but he definitely needs games. And if he's not going to get games at us, then it's best he goes on loan. The main thing that lets Gruich down again is what Wilson has again, which is poor anticipation. For me, anything below about 13 isn't that great. So he's got good other attributes, passing, vision, composure, decisions, first touch, dribbling. I mean, he's got some nice attributes and flair. And he definitely has an eye for a goal. I remember seeing him score before in pre-season. So let's just have a look. If anyone's in the chat and they've got any ideas of players for me to look for, please drop them down in the chat. I'm just keep going backwards and forwards and looking at them and looking at the news. So who else have we been linked with? People like what's his name? That third England keeper, Pope. He looks good on this. He does look good. 6'5". That's definitely I think keepers nowadays you've got to have like absolute minimum 6'3", really, for me. So I think Pickford is not that tall, is he? Let's have 6'2". Yeah, always thought maybe he's a little bit short, but yeah, Pope, aerial reach, command of area, handling, one-on-ones, reflexes, teamwork, positioning, good concentration, anticipation. Yeah, I mean, he looks a decent keeper. Whether he's world class, I don't know. I mean, he's already 26. I reckon that Strakowski guy we've been linked with today, or whatever his name is, let's go back to him. Looks really, really good. Aerial reach, handling, one-on-ones, reflexes, and these physicals. I mean, this guy's a beast, absolute beast. 6'4", and really, really good sort of hidden attributes in the game as well. Adaptability, loyalty, professionalism, sportsmanship, temperament. consistent, important matches. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I reckon sign this guy up if we can get him. That's my verdict. If Allison and Oblak aren't going to come, so I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, Daddy. Let's have a look at Daddy. Daddy does look good in this game. I do like the look of Daddy. Get him scouted. Dribbling, first touch, decent passing and long shots. He looks like he sort of do something a bit outside of goal. Technique off the ball. I mean, that's really good off the ball. They've obviously identified that he is good off the ball. Flair, that's another really nice stat to have. Not very good composure, but I think you probably would have said the same about someone like Mane, even a couple of years back, and still now sometimes. And then he's got pace and acceleration. Let's compare him with Mane. Okay, so Simon on the left and Mane on the right. Both got apparently the same dribbling. Mane slightly better first touch. Moses apparently has better passing, although I did see Mane pinging it around quite nicely in the middle of the park for Senegal yesterday. That was good to see. Technique is the same apparently. He's brave, is Moses. Good flair, better off the ball apparently, better positioning, more of a leader apparently, although Mane captained Senegal. But then Mane does have better teamwork, vision, work rate, and better physicals overall, apart from maybe fitness, according to this. So he looks a good player. Yeah, looks a good player, definitely. Just trying to have a look through, see if I've forgotten anyone we've been linked with. A couple of these players look like they are definitely leaving. I'd say probably Ings will be leaving. If we can get a buyer, definitely Sturridge, possibly Lallana. Brewster, I hope he comes through and comes back from his injury. Finishing 15, as we saw in the Under-17 World Cup. Determination, and then physicals for a young kid, 18, and he's quick, decent agility, balance, pace, good technique, good work rate. Let's have a look at his mental attributes. Okay, so not very loyal. They've got him down as that's probably because he left Chelsea, wasn't it, to come to us. And he's been talked about going to some German club as well. Let's hope he stays. Professionalism, temperament, important matches. 5'7", not all that tall. But yeah, he's still probably grow a bit. Okay, so I'm trying to think. I can't think of any more players that we've been linked with that I've missed out at the moment. I'm just going to have a look on the news again. Yeah, can't see anything coming up here. Those are probably the main players we've been linked with. I mean, for me, going back to Fekir, let's have another look at Fekir. Have a look at his mental attributes. Potential ability 165. I mean, that's really good. but that's one of the better players around that you'll find. Um, Good professionalism, good adaptability, ambition, consistency, important matches, versatility. Injury proneness 7. I mean, they haven't got him down as very injury prone. Um, Controversy, temperament. Yeah, some slightly dodgy attributes there. I think he's probably a bit aggressive and probably got a bit of a temper on him. Pressure, that's not great, and loyalty. But I mean, some of these other attributes are really good. And then going back to these skills here, I mean, he looks a great player. I mean, we didn't even put passing in that scouting. Decisions, that's a great attribute. I mean, that means that when the guys say, bearing down on goal, but he's got Mane to the side of him, he's going to choose to pick Mane at the right time or go for a shot, that kind of thing. So for me, I think, to be honest, I still hope we get him. He's left-footed. That's obviously something Klopp wants. He wants him to be playing in that sort of hole there, and then slotting it through with his left to Firmino, who's going to then have it on his right, going in there, or laying one on for, say, Mane coming on here, probably Keita coming up here. Salah, obviously, is going to be linking up with. I mean, I would have thought they're going to be playing together if we buy him. Naby Keita looks a great signing, a world-class midfielder. It's going to be absolutely delightful to have in the team. Fabinho, a tenacious defensive midfielder. Let's hope the Ox comes back. I mean, he was really playing well. He's got some slightly sort of fishy attributes here, but the way he was playing, I really liked having him in the team. The things you've got here that are great are like dribbling, acceleration, flair, pace, agility, technique. He just sort of darts through the middle, doesn't he? But anyway, I think I'm probably going to wrap it up there. I'll probably play out the little Klopp dance. If anyone saw that at the start, that was just something I put together for a bit of fun. Let me know what you think of it. And yeah, that is probably about it, unless anyone's in the chat. Oh, Memphis Depay. Oh, okay, mate. Sorry, I've only just seen your message. You sent that only a minute or so ago. Mate, let me look for Memphis Depay. I think he's quite good in here. Thanks for the comment as well. Thank you, mate. Just dropping you a message on there. Okay. Let's have a look at Depay. Okay, so first thing I would look at here, I mean, are we buying him as a winger or as a central, more of a central player? Down here, they've got him really down as just a winger. So I'm guessing he would be coming in as competition for Mane on the left-hand side. Best attributes here we've got are dribbling is really good. His first touch is really good. Free kick taking, long shots, passing, technique, flair off the ball, pace, natural fitness, agility, and acceleration and balance. A confident winger. I mean, where they're getting the confidence from, let's have a look. Confident because of, I guess, decent composure. It's funny, I've never seen that description before, but a confident winger apparently. But the attributes I don't like here are his teamwork, his work rate, apparently poor decision making. So you compare someone like him to Fekir, we had as 15. That's not great. Concentration, anticipation. I mean, I think he definitely adds something. Let's have a look at his mental attributes or his hidden attributes. Good at well, ambition sometimes a good attribute. It tends to mean that they'll want to leave if you're sort of doing okay and someone else is doing better. But good ambition, good pressure, good sportsmanship, controversy, consistency, important matches. Weaknesses, not really any amazing weaknesses. Professionalism, I'd say that's not very good. I mean, they've got him down as like a mediocre professional. So somebody's not going to put the extra mile in. Maybe. So yeah, if anyone else have got any other ideas, please drop me a message in the chat if you're still there watching. Anyone? I don't know how often it updates the numbers of people watching. But I'm kind of out of ideas of people to look at. I'll have a little bit more research online and maybe do another stream soon. Um, just about to head off now, so if anyone is there that's got an idea, drop me a message right now. Okay, so I'm going to play out with the Klopp dance if anyone uh, enjoyed that. Let me just work out how to put that back on. I'm a bit average at doing this kind of thing, so hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was kind of interesting and learned something about the players. Um, and yeah, look forward to seeing you soon. Please drop a message on there. Please subscribe. Um, drop me a comment. Drop me messages of players you want to look at. Anyone you want me to do a review of, or any other ideas that you'd like me to have a look at. I'll be looking at things like tactics and also our current squad. So I'll do another stream soon and catch up with you all soon. Thanks, then. Bye.